Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Checking in on Facebook on the daily and weekly time frame. So another day of higher lows and higher highs, but it looks a lot like a bear flag with this setup after a 2-day dump. This is a parallel support and resistance line on this short-term bounce, not giving me confidence in the bulls, decreasing bull volume, and it's all about the middle Bollinger Band, just like it has been for the past month, as that rejected the price before the last dump. So the middle Bollinger Band resistance is going to be in the upper 118s come tomorrow. That is the line in the sand that the bulls need to gain as support to prove their strength to me. The weekly time frame, the bulls must close back above 116.59 this week. If we do not, that will be a loss of a support that is held for many years, and then a back test and rejection from that level, which will give a lot of confidence to the bears. So that's a very key level. We'll see if the bulls can regain and close above that level by the end of the day Friday. Checking in on the 5-minute time frame, a lot of the tech names saw some similar action, and I just did the Apple video, and a very similar dump right out of the gate, and then a recovery back to those highs. Apple didn't quite recover to those highs. We can see Facebook did, but it was a bearish reversal, inverted hammer, and then a big pullback. So we had the resistance pre-market, 117.69, 117.70, and although we got up to 117.80, clearly the candlestick that made that break, there was no confidence in the bulls as it closed down near the low, and then saw 20 minutes of downside, lower high, lower low, and the low of the day was 116.35, and we broke that by 2 pennies, but that's close enough that I consider that a double bottom. And you can see once that level was hit, we had another lower high, higher low, and then a higher high. So that was the point where the bulls turned things around. And we did see a decent close on some nice volume in the last 15 minutes, closing at the high of this bounce recovery. So looking at the hourly chart to get a little bit different glimpse of things, we can see that 20-period moving average held the first test yesterday, and it tried to hold the first test today, closed just below it, back test and rejected the next candlestick, rejected again, became support, resistance, support, a lot of back and forth at that level, but we are still holding higher lows compared to the past couple days. If we zoom out on the 5-day, we can see this pattern that does look like this bear flag on the daily time frame. And if we can see the bulls get above 118.78, this little bounce attempt back 5 days ago, that will show some strength, and that would negate it from being a bear flag on the daily time frame, in my opinion. But still skeptical of the bulls' ability here, and pretty much the case in the entire tech sector. Need to see these daily candlesticks not in the shape of a bear flag to be confident going forward, and that requires the middle Bollinger Band daily to be support. So we'll check back in tomorrow and see if the bulls can even test that middle Bollinger Band resistance. Going to need about $1.50 to the upside to do so. I'll see you then. Have a great night.